Alrighty then. See what I see? Come on, Rex. Go this way. This is the door. Wow. For weather and more. They call it pasty because it pastes to everything. Pasty also means sticky, but it's still snow. We didn't know when we woke up whether it would be snow or rain today, and it is really wet snow. How much snow, Rex? Let's measure it. I should have brought a Steve with us so I could have done it on Steve. Oh, wow, look at that. Mountain is saying 8 inches, and I gotta say, it does look like 8 inches, but it is grippy. This is not powder snow. What's gonna happen up on the mountain when we take the lift? Supposedly it's only about 24 degrees up there, so hopefully it is powdery up top, but this is gonna be grippy, sticky snow and very challenging. And the temperature is still actually gonna go up a few degrees from here, so we may end up with a period of drizzle. But overall, this is a major snowstorm and perhaps the most snow in one storm of the season, believe it or not, as winter comes back again. There's Rex. So it goes right up to Rex's belly. Come on, Rex, come on, what do you got? Here, chase the snow. So right now there's a 997 low. The primary low is over Lake Ontario, yeah. And there's the new low, 993, over Connecticut, and that's deepening. It's actually occluded already, that little purple section, so that's gonna redevelop again near Boston. It's in the low 50s on Cape Cod. The wind on Mount Washington is from the southeast at 70 miles an hour. That's a transport of moisture off the Atlantic Ocean. Just amazing. If we can stay all snow, that'll be something. All right. How about this beauty? So now we're in play-by-play mode. When the cold air comes in this afternoon, we're gonna change the texture and the wind direction, and it's gonna snow maybe an inch an hour in the higher elevations all night and tomorrow, most of the day tomorrow. So I think that some of those over 20 forecasts are gonna be right, which I was right about at 20. Wouldn't want to be traveling right now. I assume it's not as bad down in the valleys, although Burlington is at 33 and is snowing too. All right, this is wild, this is great. So I gotta go skiing. The clock got turned ahead last night, so sunrise is late this morning. I can't find T-Rex. So kind of the same deal. I'm gonna go skiing and then come back and do more in-depth weather. So maybe just send out a couple of photographs. Where'd Rex go? T-Rex. Of this beauty. These are heated pavers, by the way, so that's why there's no snow on the pavers. T-Rex, where'd you go? Just came bolting out from underneath that tree. There he is, T-Rex. There he is. You want to go for a walk in the snow? Come on. See how deep it is. Yeah. No. All right, we're going skiing. More weather to come. It's all it could be. And so far, not raining, but very sticky. Oh yeah, yoga. That's what you need to do. You need to do something to get in shape to ski on a day like today. I got beat up very quickly trying to ski in this, not powder. I mean, that may look like powder right there. Hey Rich, is that you cleaning off the skating rink? Winter is back. We're still snowing. Now the temperature's been about 33 this entire storm, but beautiful. Notice that we're not blowing around here. There's no wind. We have a redevelopment going on right now, that primary low over Montreal, and rapid cyclogenesis occurring in the Gulf of Maine now. A 9 to 10 o'clock update. The wind on Mount Washington, which gusted to 95 miles per hour at 5:40 a.m., is now only 28 miles per hour. Now, I say now, that's going to be changing very quickly. And out at Matinicus Rock on the coast, off the coast of Maine, 72 mile an hour gusts, close to hurricane force out over the ocean with the tide incoming. So some beach battering, waves and flooding going on, no doubt, in Maine right now. There have been some reports of damage around German Flats Road and Mad River Glen this morning. A tree had to be removed so people could get to the ski area. Michael Beck in Connecticut, a lot of water there, and it looks like a sideways tree and a cup of coffee. Is that what's going on there, Michael?
There's the tree that just fell while I was standing at this exact spot. So that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I would choose not to not to have again.
Anyhow, this storm is only half over. Now, in southern New England, the storm is over. The wind's going to pick up. But there's a wraparound snow that's coming in here. So here's the latest NAM. This is now 12Z, which is instead of 7, it's now 8. So we have to wait an extra hour for the guidance to come out now because of the time change. Anyhow, blue is snow. And notice how it just kind of keeps on coming here. Southern Canada, New York, Vermont, even a few snow showers crossing southern New England, possibly tonight. And the wind is really going to pick up. So we're going to have upslope snow. The whole texture is going to change from this heavy snow. Very difficult to move in if you don't have any legs, and especially after it gets skied off. And it's going to go into a powdery snow. So groomers are going to be out there tonight. I think we're passing about a foot, 14 inches around Okemo. So we're taking the over on the snowfall amounts. If it snows for another 24 hours, and we even average a ½ inch per hour in that 24 hours in the upslope favored areas, that gets us another 12 to 14. So yeah, we are getting that 20 plus inches of snow in the favorite spots, and hopefully Maine and New Hampshire getting it too. I haven't really looked that carefully, but it seems like this may be one of the most widespread snowstorms of the entire winter. Heaviest and deepest snow too, and just in the nick of time. I don't know how many times we've revived winter so far this season. I think this is probably the 4th time. Oh, interesting. Look at that roof right there. There was a snow slide. So now we get snow on the roofs again. You gotta watch where you're walking. You don't want to get hit by one of those snow slides, do you? Oh, you can see it cracking over there too. Look at that. That roof is ready to give. I think that one's wood. I'm not sure. But so say you're walking down there and one of those big avalanches happens. So watch where you're walking, really. It's been a pasting snow. I didn't check the power outages, but it's going to go into a fluffy snow this afternoon. And let's go to the wide view now, and let's go to the Euro. This storm is slowing down about a 985 millibar low, so not quite bombogenesis, but pretty close. That pulls out, the snow stops, and tomorrow night, that's when the snow is stopping, and it's very windy tomorrow and windy on Tuesday. So Tuesday, the sun should come out and the wind should diminish in the afternoon. We will be here calling the play-by-play. And then it does warm up. High pressure goes to our south on Wednesday and Thursday. And then kind of subtle, you really can't see it that well, but there is high pressure building in central Canada. And it's going to turn colder again gradually from north to south on Friday into Saturday with a couple of waves of low pressure going by. Perhaps even an organized nor'easter. I mean, it's going back and forth. And then out there, days 9 and 10, that 5-10 blue circle, that is an upper level wayward polar vortex possible here on the equinox, which is the 19th. There's going to be an Arctic front coming into the eastern United States and the Northeast. So winter is not over by a long shot. Just watching the snow come down, there's still a bit of a southerly component with the wind here, but it's a wind from the west and northwest now in Ontario and New York. So that's convergence. When wind comes from the southeast across much of New England, then comes from the northwest across Canada, that is surface convergence. And with such a strong low pressure system, we are just wringing out the atmosphere. So nice not to have any wind right here with the snow falling straight down, but it's going to be, oh wow, look at all those people. You want to be on the groomers today, and the groomers are looking pretty busy. There's that spruce over there. There was so many bare patches. We're not going to see a bare patch for a while around here. All right, there's so much more. Some skiing today, but I'm going to take you on my weather trip yesterday. I drove to Burlington, Vermont, really eagerly awaiting the anticipating what kind of precipitation was going to fall, and much to our pleasure and somewhat of a surprise to me, it's been just all snow here. And if we make it another hour, it's just a pure 100% snowfall. And I wasn't even certain of that yesterday. It looked like there would be some rain in parts of Vermont, but so far I haven't heard of any rain. All right, enjoying the view. Hope you are too. And here's a bunch of and more from yesterday and then into skiing this morning. Just fast forward if you want to see the skiing from this morning. Okay, talk to you again tomorrow. Consider this a snowcast also.
Lots of thickening. Good news, the skating rink is open. First time I think in a couple of weeks since the thaw. Look at the sky. The sky is loading up with some kind of precipitation. What's the question? that a real policeman?
Why are they police officers? Police officers and a
Obviously, there are
prisoner.
criminals around here who need to be dealt with. I think that police needs to be dealt with. Great crowd, great room on a Saturday afternoon. Picking up the band. They've got their civilian shoes on, so they're not skiing. All right, taking down the fences at Main Street. Maybe it'll be open for the civilians. Maybe we'll be invited to ski there. Sensation. Into the clouds. Ah, we're getting sandblasted. The corn snow. Into the wind. Tracy Fogarty. At least it still looks like winter. It's gonna get even more wintry looking. This is brutal. It's not even corn here, it's just hard pack. Good job, Tracy. All right, way to make it look easy. Sorry. Don't like the road trips, do you, T-Rex? No. Took mommy up at the airport. 46 degrees, 3 p.m. Doesn't really snow at 46 degrees, does it? Burlington International Airport. First raindrops, 47 degrees at 3:14 p.m. That does not look like a snow sky at all, does it? The snow sky is steel gray. So we're starting as rain near Burlington. Okay, I just picked Janet up at the airport, South Burlington, and I'm at 97.5, the Eagle, because they had a hill, and I saw there was a view of the mountains. Which one's Mount Mansfield? I think it's that one. But anyhow, that looks much more like a snow sky now, doesn't it? The steel gray with the white. It probably is snowing up there on the mountains right now. Just about 4 o'clock, so obviously I'm not gonna be back in time to get a lift, but hopefully it's snowing at the resort too. So cool. Whoa. It's gonna be exciting going up the mountain road. So what am I looking at? Mount Mansfield and Jay.
And they make more than anyone.
All right, so now we're back in Waterbury and it's still 45 degrees. So this should be really interesting driving up to the lodge, which is at about probably, I don't know, 17 or 1800 feet. Dry roads on 100 on the east side of the mountain, but it's a total snow sky. So the precipitation hasn't really made it over yet. All right, so we just got off 100 on 108. It's 43 degrees, no precipitation on the east side of the mountain yet, which I think is fascinating because it was raining pretty good and it looked like it was snowing pretty good up top on the other side of the mountain. Just coming over the top of the mountain, that is the precipitation just coming over to the side. Still dry, it's still 42 degrees. 41 degrees, a couple of raindrops. So we beat the precipitation from Burlington to Stowe. We got here before the precip. But you can see it's doing something up there.
What you doing?
39 degrees. 4:45, we have dendrites. It is officially snowing. 39 degrees. The Notch Road. All right, game on. Precip begins here on the east side of the mountain, 4:45 p.m. Probably about 4 or 5 inches of real heavy slop overnight tonight. All right, this is it. Notch is closed and we're in it and it's snowing. 37 degrees with some snow. Smuggler's Notch. "37 degrees. Let the grooming begin." It's gonna be a lot more fun grooming in the snow. Although that seems like really hard work. The winch cat, that must be how they do like hayride. Legion of Groom, at your service. Oh, it feels so good to be in the lodge with some wine and cheese and some beer. And outside right now, the snow has begun and they're out there skating in the rink. Oh yeah, game on. Winter has returned to northern Vermont. We are turning white here at the base of Mount Mansfield. You see the groomers up on Gondolier. Snowing pretty much a 1/4 inch an hour, but I think it's still above freezing, which is interesting, and the road is turning white also. Who has more fun in the snow than a Bernese mountain dog? Okay, this skating rink is still open past 7. Wow, and it's snowing pretty good. The roof is turning white. I think we've got about a 1/2 inch so far. Not bad for a temperature above freezing. All right, I think that's enough for today, don't you? We'll be going right out the door down there in the morning. Okay. Baloo. So we just had a great time playing with the kids in the lobby. It's 9 o'clock. I kind of want to go to sleep, but it's impossible for a weather geek to go to bed when it's snowing like this. So nice. Did they say it was going to snow this hard?
I don't know.
Look at that. So because it's above freezing and it's snowing so hard, every snowflake sticks to everything it lands on. So we have close to a 1/2 inch. And look at that. I'm shaking. It's just sticking to everything. So that's why likely the power is out in many spots this morning in the higher elevations of northern New England, where it's this pasting snowfall. But it's so pretty. It's gonna be very sticky to ski on though. "11 p.m. Looks good. Just about 8 a.m. Lift opens any second. Haven't had to use the plow in a while. All right, right on time. Right on time. Probably about 2 inches ahead of my forecast from yesterday. And you don't hear anyone complaining? Right, that's cool. 32.
I love that.
I would say they dropped the rope on lift line by looks of things. Can't hear it. I like it when you can't hear it.
It was 100% frozen. It was so deceiving. You're like, yeah, no.
I listened to the snow report yesterday, and it was like,
A little less sticky. Yeah, definitely less sticky here at 39,600. Uh, 3690 is the elevation. Pardon me. And it's definitely more soft up top. Did nosedive first, but didn't stop to make a video. Now some groomers. Get back and do some weather and more and more and more. Ropes are coming down. All the thermometers are pegged right around 32, 33. Now we got fat dendrites again. This was supposed to be the lull. But more importantly, you should be here for this.